Don Siegel and the Exercise and Sports Studies Department, and I put together a program we call it Project Coach. And essentially, the premise of the program is that being a sports coach is an opportunity for anybody to try on a lot of really important skills that are elemental to being successful across any domain or arena. The ability to communicate, the ability to motivate, to resolve conflict, to be able to inspire, to be able to organize complicated projects. And so we've been working with adolescents in Holyoke and Springfield and putting them through a pretty intense and rigorous coach training program. And once they graduate, they run youth leagues for kids from their own neighborhood. And it's been incredibly gratifying because what we believe that we've been able to do is have these teenagers see themselves as assets to their own community, that they have power, that they have some real mentorship ability, and that when they get into this role of a leader with these elementary school kids, they're finding their voice, they're finding a sense of importance, and they're also developing a real array of skills that are important to success in school, to success in family and community.
1, 2, 3, team!
You guys are doing really good. Except one thing, they're third graders. I know we're winning 5-0. Let's take it a little bit easy. Let's do this. So we're gonna make a new rule. 3 passes before you guys shoot a basket.
No, please.
No, we gotta do it because we can't win too much. They have to learn too.
Yeah,
so,
but they were beating us the last 2 games.
Yeah, it's true. So we're gonna do this one thing. Ready? How much, guys? How many passes before you take a shot?
3.
All right, so bring it in.
Teamwork on 3.
We're gonna do passing on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Passing.
Loeb, why do you do Project Coach?
There's like 3 reasons. One, basically just because there's nothing better to do and I need the money. And one of the second reasons because I really want to be a coach when I grow up or do something that has to do with sports.
Coach for what sport?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah. And the third reason is to keep the kids and anybody off the streets.
Good answer.
That sounds good. Like he wants to do it to make a cause, a difference. So.
Why do you do it?
I do it. Well, I've been doing it for 3 years now, and at first started out doing it because, like any kid, I wanted the money. But now I do it because I can see the difference in kids. Like, it gives them something to do. You know, they don't just go home, sit on the couch, watch TV. They actually come here and run around, and that's what I would want to do.
The program's not boring. It's a fun program.
Like we kind of get straightforward to the point. We play games with the kids. There's no, I don't know, waiting around. Like, you know, Sam, he does not want the kids waiting around, so it's a pretty straightforward program.
Why are you in Project Coach?
Well, I do Project Coach because when I was younger, I always wanted somebody to play with, and I had a bigger brother. But you know how like older guys get, especially your brother, you don't want him like near you, so you'll run off to your friends and just leave like your little brother inside the house. So I would always be lonely. So like I never want any kid like that to grow up like having no friends and like being lonely, because that's not a good way to grow up. Yeah, so that's why you have somebody positive inside your life is when you're young, so they can teach you ground rules, so when you grow up you can have those rules and it makes you a better person at heart.
Well, a local program is getting kids off the streets and into the gym.
ABC 40's Faye Hoffman found out how Project Coach is keeping teens, or turning teens, I should say, into role models.
It's almost become a sports cliche. A young, disadvantaged kid grows up shooting hoops, playing their way out of the inner city and into the NBA. It's a story that's inspired many young people, but unfortunately, it's a long shot. For teens in Springfield and Holyoke, Project Coach is not. Dan Intrader, who co-founded the program with Siegel, enjoys watching what used to be problem teens
when I was small, I used to get in trouble a lot. Now that Project Coach is here, keeps me off the street,
blossom into mature and motivated adolescents.
I think that makes us really proud, and I think it really suggests that we probably could be asking a lot more of our kids if we put them in positions of responsibility.
So even if they don't grow up to be like LeBron James, the Project Coach teens have a great future within reach.
Yo, I want you to break down Project Coach for me real quick.
Alright, Project Coach starts with the kids and how like we're supposed to be disciplined, like treat this as a real job. You know, like this is not nothing to be played around with, like because we have kids' safety in our hands, so we shouldn't like play with that because we don't want nobody playing with our safety. And other than that, it's just a whole lot of fun, and you know, it's like we getting paid to have fun, so that's what I like about this job. Do you think there's a lack of after-school programs?
Yeah, I kind of do. I think Project Coach, by far, I'm not trying to sound like conceited or nothing, but I think this is one of the best programs, because this is like our 5th year running, and we always have like enough kids to go around. So how do you like Project Coach?
Huh?
How do you like this soccer team?
I like it a lot.
Why?
Because everybody brings something to the team.
So who's your coaches?
Sadiq and Ty.
Tyree?
Uh-huh.
So what do they tell you that keeps you going, that motivates you?
That I'm doing a good job and everything.
How does that make you feel as a person?
Makes me feel good.
A special group of coaches was honored today at the Basketball Hall of Fame. In some cases, the coaches were only a few years older than the kids they were coaching. With Project Coach, a group of middle school students were trained to become soccer and basketball coaches. They then became coaches for students in Springfield's North End, many of whom had never played a sport.
You know, they usually just go home and sit around and watch TV, but you actually get to take them out, run around with them, and have fun, laugh and joke, and in the end, they kind of look up to you like a role model.
At today's ceremony, the student coaches graduated in front of their friends and family, and they were honored for their many accomplishments.
Would you want to work at Project Coach one day, help the kids?
Yes, I actually would, because it sounds like a fun experience and you can help the kids, and I like kids. And they need a bit of help around this community with sports and stuff like that to keep them out of trouble.
Would you like to work at Project Coach one day?
Yeah, sure.
Any reasons or no?
Because I need the money and I like working with kids and I like sports too.
Susan, ma'am, would you like to work at Project Coach one day?
Yeah, if I had the opportunity. Because I like kids.